Hello everyone, welcome back to Doctor Who and Autism celebrations. Today, we're back for another group episode in the lead up to the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who. And yeah, so everyone here has appeared on the podcast before. Jack has appeared, I think the last time he appeared was last year. Aston, the same, last year. And then Chlo, not so long ago. It feels ages ago, but it was a little while ago, wasn't it? In August, I think. Probably before August. Around that time. So yeah, I'm going to ask you all to introduce yourselves. I feel like I've done it already because I've just said all your names, but maybe just say a fact about yourself that maybe no one knows, or maybe I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to go in order that people joined, and then at the end I've got already a special question for everyone to say, which will all go in the video when 60th is out. So Jack, I'm going to start with you because you was here first. If you don't mind introducing yourself.
Jack Monahan, voice actor for Moojag in the Audio Secret audiobook and narrator for History Inside a Nutshell.
Yeah, and a Dalek.
Dalek Sec, he prefers to be introduced as.
Okay. I'm going to have to call him Dalek Khan. Yeah.
He was unavailable.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming back, Jack. I know you've been really wanting to do this for a little while, so it's good that we're doing it now. Thanks, Jack. Aston, do you mind doing an introduction?
It's Aston here, Peaky Blinder, of course. I look like a Peaky Blinder tonight, but not a Doctor Who character. But I do like the Doctor Who series. Obviously, back to the David Tennant era of Doctor Who, because they were the best ones, of course, there. And then, obviously, at the same time, I'm not Peter Kay, who else, of course, is the Absorbent, etc.
Yeah. I remember all the way back when I started doing, like, I guess, promoting this series, Aston, you was one of the first ones to say that you wanted to take part. So thanks for saying that. So Chlo, would you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, I'm Chlo. I'm an aspiring author. I've wrote a few reviews to do with Doctor Who, and hopefully it will continue this year. But yeah, started with New Who, and I'm building my way through Classic Who, and I've nearly got them all covered.
Yeah, you do good with doing all your reviews about different series, fan audios, and it's pretty pretty fun. It's been pretty fun. So guys,
quite irritating.
Yeah, it must be irritating. Yeah, it must take a lot out of you doing that.
Yeah.
So guys, it's great to have you here. At long last. But what the first question I'm going to ask you all, and there's no order now. That the order is done with from the introductions. So the first question is, what did you like the trailer that we had for the official Doctor Who trailer for the 60th, or did you not like it? Did you hate it? What did you?
I liked it. I liked it.
You liked it?
It blew my mind.
Blew your mind.
I was at Regenerations, the Doctor Who convention when it happened, and I can confirm Doctor Who fans loved it. Yeah.
Also, it's kind of appropriate given I'm cosplaying as number 14 here.
Yeah, the Doctor Who side, obviously, of course, from the Christopher Eccleston side, David Tennant probably my favourite Doctor. And then obviously, you can't beat Tom Baker, you can't beat Matt Smith. Got to Peter Capaldi is when he went backwards slightly, but that's a personal opinion. Not everyone's opinion is that front. That's just my personal opinion, but definitely the David Tennant, Tom Baker, and Matt Smith Doctors were really good on that.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, and there was a lot of Marvel and Stranger Things vibes from the trailer, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's all I could think about really when I first saw Unit's new building, and then whatever the hell's coming out the ground. It reminded me of Vecna actually. So yeah, it was like, am I watching the right thing?
Yeah, it's very interesting. The trailer that we've all probably watched half a dozen times, over and over again. But yeah, there's so much in that trailer, like that goes on, that we're all going to talk about. So we all like the trailer. I haven't
I
heard
think
many people who hasn't liked it, so that's good. So the first part of the trailer is the part that we've heard a lot of the time. Is where the doctor says, I forgot now. I think he says, if destiny exists, it is heading for Donna Noble. That we've heard, I think, in every trailer. I think there's been
your
three.
internet connection is unstable.
Yeah, I think it's a connection to Dalek Khan, I believe. Dalek Khan's prophecy as well.
Hmm.
With it being Rusty Davis.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Like it could all go back all the way back to what he said, and one of the companions will die.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I hope it's not true, but it does seem to be going that way.
Yeah. Do you think Donna will die? Does anyone think Donna will die?
I do.
Or you think? So yeah.
I think she's either gonna die or like the doctor's gonna save her like by bringing in the energy that she's got as the Doctor Donna, and that's how he's gonna regenerate. So it's either one of the two.
Hmm. Yeah. It
I
seems.
don't think she'll die. Moffat and Days were too cowardly to kill off companions.
Of course, the actual new trailer as well. Obviously, we've got Kuchi Gatwa, I think is the new Doctor in there. Of course, they're in the new companion as well. And I like the name of the new companion, of course, there. What a catchy name for that new companion, as we said there. But especially Kuchi Gatwa as the new Doctor there. So that's going to be interesting what he can portray as Doctor down the line. Franchise being on TV, Age Street.
Yeah. It's gonna be exciting to see Shooty Gatwa as a Doctor. He looks very good.
And I've been making a massive list of future guest stars for Doctor Who based on RTD's return and Disney and Sony coming aboard.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so many options now. Now you've got they're going worldwide, so you never know who's going to be in Doctor Who now.
Two names I have on the list at the moment are Emma Thompson, Kate, they were RTD before.
Hmm. Yeah. It is. It's going to be interesting. Maybe in the Christmas special this year they might have a new like a guest star that hasn't been in before.
And also, I think Ben Whishaw could guest star as well, given that he's worked with RTD as well.
Ben Whishaw might be a good Doctor, but down the line, of course, there. But give him time as well as like a villain, of course, there. So he needs more villains in the Doctor Who series. Obviously, he could be if he's going to be another villain in Doctor Who. Ben Whishaw, he'd have to be like, basically a new villain as opposed to as a recurring villain, of course, like the Daleks or anything like that.
And given he has ties to Disney, Sony, and given they're getting a few Americans on board, like Neil Patrick Harris and Jonathan Groff, maybe we could see Giancarlo Esposito show up as a villain or something.
That'd be good.
Especially if you
like that. Yeah. So with the villains of the 60th, we've got Beat the Meep, we've got Neil Patrick Harris, and we've got, let's say, the Wraith Warriors. Do we think there's any more villains going to be in it, or do you think that there's just going to be them?
There does seem to be I can't remember what the voice says. But there does seem to be a hidden one when the floor comes apart. There's a voice, and that does not sound like the toy maker. So I'm just thinking, is there another one just hidden?
Also, no, could be.
Yeah.
You got to look at the villains there, like the Cybermen back in the day as well. When David Tennant series, you had Roger Lloyd Pack play the head of the Cybermen side of things there, and then you had Davos return a few times there in the Doctor Who franchise. But then, with that being said as well, you've had other villains like the Weeping Angels. You've had the Slovenes, of course, there, who are recurring villains there. But it's nice to have them fresh sorts of villains in definite areas as well, etc. here. But then it's nice to bring some of those classics back to the franchise itself where possible and given the right points.
Yeah. It's always nice to have old villains come back. But also it's good to have new villains that haven't been seen before.
Yeah, I go on like the 50-50 on which one I prefer, new villains or like the ones from the classic series, especially now that I've watched them.
Yeah.
Just adds another layer to the lore Doctor Who when you watch all of it, and then they crop up again.
There was one episode I wrote when I was about 13, and Sutek showed up.
He shows up a lot in Big Finish.
Yeah. But with that with the toy maker and like that scene that you spoke about, Chloe, with I think it's like I think the voice was I can't remember what it says, but it's when
the one who waits.
The person who waits, or it does, like, you're right, it doesn't sound like the toy maker, but it looks like you say Stranger Things vibes, Avenger vibes with the tower. It's very interesting to hear. Let's see what all that's going to be.
Also, the toy maker's got a German accent this time.
Yeah,
I wonder why that is.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's took over like somebody's body, because I think that was
My
part of
theory is
a book. I could be mistaken. I've not read it. I've only heard about it, but I think he does possess people.
Or maybe they're referencing Cabaret, given Neil Patrick Harris is a musical actor, and his appearance is very similar to the MC.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that. This is like my first experience with that. So my brother knows him though.
Oh, and the English accent. He has done one in It's a Sin.
Yeah.
Another pint for the bender. That was one of the lines he said.
Yeah, that is interesting. But I think the toy maker is gonna. I think it's gonna be about death. It's gonna be all these games, these deadly games that he's gonna give out to the Doctor and Donna, and I think that's how maybe Donna will get get her memories back from the toy maker. And something's happened that makes them remember. Perhaps.
Yeah, I also have a theory about like why we got David Tennant back as well with the toy maker. Because I've got it written down here. Said that in the TV episode, The Celestial Toy Maker, that he made a comment saying that he could even change the Doctor's face if he wanted to. I mean, this was before the idea of regeneration, so we're going really back here. And if you look at that, they have similar clothes patterns. I mean, demonstrated by Jack here. They have different. They have literally similar clothes patterns if you look at them.
Yeah.
So it is kind of interesting to think of the first episode that he was in, and then get that comment and go, "Is he the reason why we got David back?" I've just put like two and two together. I could be clasping at straws here, but yeah, I mean,
yeah. If I had the brown suit and also a gold chain and the floppy tie, I could have easily been the toy maker.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's the similarities are just uncanny, and Russell isn't really one to just put things in there. He never has been in Doctor Who. You have to really look. So I'm being a bit suspicious now when I'm when I'm doing his content.
Yeah, it does.
And also there was that purpley thing. The sort of portal or something we saw briefly in the trailer.
Yeah, I was debating, is that the Celestial Toymaker in his own form, or is that a portal to like another world? Because like all these creatures are coming through,
A portal.
or he could just be his way of like playing games with the Doctor, like we mentioned before.
Or maybe Disney is setting up a Doctor Who Loki crossover. Easy
Yeah.
way to get Tom Hiddleston onto the show.
To be fair, I won't mind that.
Yeah, what I think for that portal are that's where they trick us. I think everyone thinks something come through, and everyone thinks that's the toy maker, but I think that's something completely different. I think that it could lead to lots of different things. Like it might not just be. Well, that's probably how big the meat by Florias and the toy maker got through, but maybe more things I guess No Way Home and Spider-Man, where a load of things could come through from all different types of universes. So that could lead that's one possibility. If it was a multi-doctor story where older doctors or older companions could get through from different universes that they're in. That's one way they could get through. And the other way would be the edge for the doctors if they use that.
I was thinking the scene where Tennant screams, "Why does it have to be this?" I've got that um probably to do with Donna, but it's interesting. I'm really intrigued by that one.
Yeah, it's what did you say again, Chloe? Sorry, my screen froze when you was about to say your theory about what that David Tennant when he said why does it have to be this?
Oh, right, I'll get it up. Hang on.
Unstable internet connection seems to be a running theme in some of our episodes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably my laptop being I can't really say. But I was saying that the trailer, like when he's saying why does it have to be this, and he's really banging at the side, that maybe him or Donna are being forced to see previous events from their past, which is how we're going to get other doctors and companions again.
Yeah.
Also, there was a part in the trailer when the Doctor is running at the toy maker on the giant gun. It's a wide-angle shot and no one there, and then they go to the close-up and Donna, Kate Stewart, and Shirley are there.
I don't know if they put them out purposely or.
But that's the effect, or they're doing it to hide something. Maybe they're doing it. Maybe they did it deliberately to hide something like the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer.
And I think they did it in Infinity War, or was it Endgame as well?
Yeah, because there was there was more than one Spider-Man, but they wanted to keep that really secret.
But they failed.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry to say like that, but yeah.
Andrew Garfield is the easiest liar that you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but we see you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield would probably say, "I never appeared on Doctor
Who." Yeah.
Andrew Garfield would probably say, "I never appeared on Doctor Who." Wrong. Daleks in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Dalek Sack will testify.
And Evolution, part 2.
Yeah. He was good in Doctor Who though. That episode he was in, Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Now all we need are Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland to show up as Doctor Who guest stars, and we'll have the set.
I was gonna say it's kind of funny because when Andrew was in Doctor Who, he obviously didn't have his spiky hair, but when he came off Doctor Who as Spider-Man, he got the spiky hair, so he probably got it off Tennant. This isn't a doctor.
Yeah, it was good. But it will be interesting to see, because normally anniversaries are multi doctors. You have maybe not all of them.
5 doctors.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the waxwork.
mm. It is going to be interesting. Do we have any theories about the last part of the trailer where Ncuti Gatwa is just right at the end? For a small part of the trailer.
I think he's either in one of the Guardians of the Edge, waiting to, be the Doctor, or that is literally the our first scene. But he does seem to be wearing different clothes, so that's why it's got me thinking Guardians of the Edge.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I can come up with. Honestly, I've really theorized that one. I
Maybe
can
we'll
work more with the other ones.
maybe maybe the Edge ready to go into the new body, and then he's wearing Jodie Whittaker's outfit, and then suddenly changes to an unbuttoned shirt and tie, and he goes, well, the line he said in the trailer.
Yeah. I want him to say something different. I want to hear him say something different than what the hell's going on here. Because on that trailer, he just sat there like a god, just like he's floating or something.
It might not appear in the actual thing, because sometimes in the trailer, just because it's in the trailer doesn't mean it's going to be on the actual episode.
No.
So most of it will be here in this episode.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting what Ncuti Gatwa's involvement is with the 60th, because it's almost like the 60th is going to be like this war, and then his doctor has time to heal, try and heal in the 60th in his new series.
Yeah.
Because from that trailer, it doesn't look like anything good is going to happen. From all fire everywhere, and like the toy maker beat the meat.
Everyone take cover, honestly. If you're human, take cover.
Yeah.
Stay in your homes.
Yeah.
Go abroad.
Maybe we could be like Donna and just miss it.
Yeah. Did we spot? Not many people may not have spot this because it's very hard. But did we spot when Sylvia slapped the 14th Doctor in their new home?
I did, and it looked very.
Yeah.
I think she missed him.
Yeah, it was a bit of a like about there. I'd say you can see how I'm. So about there.
Yeah.
Oh, and this Doctor getting slapped by a trip. Technically, that can count for Donna now, given that she has a daughter.
Do we have any theories why Sylvia done that?
Probably to.
No, you go first. You started.
Well, maybe to distract Donna so she doesn't see him and her head goes boom.
Yeah, I was going to say something similar like that, because it's sort of a get away from my daughter. You shouldn't be in here, sort of thing.
Yeah. The interesting thing is why he's in there. Because he knows that if Donna remembers him,
I think he's probably. Maybe he was trying to seek out Silvio or something.
Maybe.
Or Wilf.
Maybe.
I think he was looking for Beat the Meep, because he just seems to look through the letterbox, and then the next scene where we've got of him is literally in the house, so he must dive in there. Maybe he sees Beat the Meep on Donna's leg, and he's like, "Oh God, you can't be near her," sort of thing. So he's gone into detective mode. That's the only thing I can. contribute to that one.
Yeah.
Well, Ben, what's the part in the trailer before he goes into the house? Unit soldiers are on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the first thing he's gonna do. He tries to figure out who he is. And like the very first trailer we got is I don't know what the hell is going on here, and then you have him just I don't know who I am anymore. I think that's not even in the start of the episode, I don't think. It might be, but I don't think that's the first scene we get of him. But I think he goes into the house and he's there until Sylvia's there. And at that moment in time, that's when Rose and Donna are in the shed. And I think they come out the shed and she runs in and says, she's referring to the Martian as Beat the Meep, not the Doctor. Because I know he's referred as the Doctor as a Martian before.
Yeah. A lot of people have clocked onto that.
Yeah.
Fantastic quote though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, with Beat the Meat, this is Miriam Margolyes' third time in the Whoniverse.
Is it?
I know she was a Blaverine. People say she was a
She was in a few Big Finish productions.
Yeah.
Yep, and she was also in a couple of Big Finish stories.
Yeah, I've not listened to them. I tell you the truth, I don't really like the actress, but that's a me problem.
Yeah.
In fact, the guy who's playing the villain in the 14th series, Honorin Bernard, he was also in Big Finish as well.
What was he?
They do seem to swap actors with Big Finish and the actual BBC.
Ruth Madley's also there as well. In fact, in the Big Finish story, she plays a companion of Colin Baker.
I
Yeah.
need to catch up on Collins, honestly.
Yeah. It is very interesting because like that's who the Doctor's speaking to. She's speaking to Shirley Ann Bingham, that's who Ruth Madley's playing in the 60th. And I imagine she is Kate's understudy to Unit, I imagine. That's what it looks like because she goes to Ruth and then he's all with Unit. So maybe that's one of the first thing he does, goes to find Unit.
I see. Wait a second, you kind of look like someone I travelled with before.
I'm not sure if they're linking Big Finish though to it. I think that maybe that's a separate thing, but you never know. You never know. So in the part in the trailer where the Doctor says, "I have a memory," do we have any theories what that memory is?
The only thing I can come up with is that it's the toy maker.
Yeah.
Because maybe he sees like, oh, what's going on
with,
and that, and he clocks on to what's going on, and then that's how we get into the toy shop scene.
I'm with Chlo on that one.
Yeah. And do we think the memory? This will be very obvious, but the memory maybe when all the humans are attacking each other on the street, where he said he's on the street where he dances with Neil Patrick Harris, the toy maker. Maybe that's a memory. Maybe we see that, and it's good to see some Series 4 flashbacks though in the trailer. I think that was nice.
Yeah, I really liked that.
Also, the giant CGI plane crashing. Now I thought to myself, get Jonathan Arris to guest star on Doctor Who. I mean, after all, he does know the team from Sherlock.
That was really cool. But it's funny because if we remember when they announced the titles, when they announced the titles, the Doctor is saying to Rose, Donna's daughter, that's not a plane but a spaceship in trouble. And then we see a plane. He eventually does see a plane, like we saw in that trailer. So that's a funny meme.
Yeah, I think that that takes place in the Giggle. That's it. That scene.
Also, it's worth mentioning the Star Beast isn't the first Doctor Who story to be adapted for television into the main series.
No, it's not.
The Lodger was adapted in Series 5.
Okay.
I think it's good when they adapt them for the actual TV. From like if it's a book or an audio, but whatever it may have been in the past, that they actually do put it on the TV.
Yeah. It's going to be good to see what it's like. It's going to be interesting. I don't know if Beat the Meat is just going to be in the first special, or are they going to get all these villains in for every single one?
My friend Claire wants a plushie of Beat the Meat when they're eventually brought out.
I've already called. I want one.
They
It's just so
should.
cute.
I would imagine they should release them like soon. Maybe maybe before the special, so you can have one while you're watching it.
And maybe they'll
Yeah.
re-release the Star Beast comic as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can still get that.
Wasn't it published through Marvel?
I'm not sure. I've got mine. When I got the I don't know what it was called. You're the history of Doctor Who with all the books, what you had to collect. You subscribe to it.
Yeah.
Because I remember Marvel used to publish some Doctor Who comics as well.
It probably is, but that's how I've got mine. It was like a part of a free gift sort of thing.
That was good.
I think 2000 AD also did some Doctor Who comics as well. I mean, Alan Moore used to write some. Yes, that Alan Moore. And Grant Morrison did a few as well, and even tried to get on the series itself.
Yeah. I think in the episode Midnight, the professor is actually, I think, just related to the second Doctor. I think.
Yeah, he's his son.
Yeah. Yeah. I
The
didn't know
Doctor
that.
sure does love to spread his seed.
Yeah.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
Or fix something with his sonic screwdriver, if you know what I mean.
If
Keep this PG.
if David Tennant actually said that his favourite episode to do was actually Midnight. Because how fun it was, and like I think Russell T Davies only wrote that script in 3 days.
It is fantastic.
Yeah. It's a good
Can't wait to
episode.
review that one actually.
Yeah. Because of course we have Merlin in it. The actor who played Merlin.
And also a few other Merlin cast members throughout Doctor Who. Anthony Head and Richard, I don't believe it, Wilson.
Yeah. Yeah, we do, and like it's really interesting when you find out these actors from Doctor Who are in other shows, because you just picture them from Doctor Who.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
And an actual Doctor voiced the dragon. And
Yeah.
an actual Doctor voiced a dragon.
Who was that?
John
John
Hurt.
Hurt.
Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked him as a dragon. I always liked the dragon and Merlin. Yes. But you also had you actually had Georgia Tennant, who was in Merlin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then actually in the series Happy Valley, you had a few Doctor Who actors.
Yeah. One of Sarah Lancashire, Steve Pemberton.
Yeah. 2 of the main actors. But like because of course you played Miss Foster, the main character in
Yeah.
Happy Valley. Which you wouldn't have thought. That's totally different.
In fact, before Russell T Davies, Wainwright, who created Happy Valley, was in the running for the position.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not sure how she would have. I think she'd be quite good if they got her to do the unit spin-off, because it's more grounded than probably going to be more grounded than the main show.
Yeah, yeah. We recently got announcements of Doctor Who Unleashed, which is going to be like a little bit like confidential, but so we
Got
go.
souped up.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like my childhood again, honestly.
you go
So
over to
hyped.
BBC Three.
Confidential got some bench presses in.
Oi.
Yeah, I think with the only thing about with confidential, I think they focus too much on the monsters, how you make the monsters. When I'm like, I want to see more what happens. Show me, give David Tennant the diaries again for Unleashed. Well, he goes to home and says, yeah, look at me, I'm watching Doctor Who. I'm in it again.
Bonus points if you can get Michael Sheen to do a watch along with him.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when they did stage that Michael Sheen said he was asked to be on Doctor Who. And then they said to him like that they're going in a different direction. And I imagine that was when they casted Jodie Whittaker. When they're saying they were going in a different direction. So I think that's what they meant.
Michael Sheen did voice the House in one episode.
It was the doctor's wife.
Yeah. You wouldn't think so, would you? When you
No,
hear
it really
the
doesn't sound like it.
Yeah. And then years ago was it Jagra Fest? You had the forgot his name. The guy was on the Mission
Simon Pegg.
Impossible. Yeah, him. Yes, Simon Pegg. He was
Simon Pegg.
Yeah, Simon Pegg was on one ages ago. But I always get confused with him and Michael Sheen because they look very similar.
Well, at least you didn't confuse Noel Clarke and Noel Coward like I did last time.
Yeah.
Very big difference between a disgraced black actor and a white homosexual writer-playwright and singer.
Yeah. But getting back to the 60th.
The trailer.
Yeah, getting back to the 60th. We know Murray Gold is back now. Are we all looking forward to hearing his music again?
Most definitely.
Yeah, just as long as he does something different, because to be honest, I was thinking, yeah, he's done a lot. I'm not sure if he's got any more to offer. Why don't try someone else?
Yeah.
Like, for instance, one name I thought of was Lorne Balfour, who did the music for the Mission Impossible movies and Bad Wolf's His Dark Materials series.
Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, I think I'm not sure how long Russell T Davies is going to do it for. Not sure how long Murray Gold is going to do it for. But we haven't had music like themes, I guess, for characters for a while. So I think they'll add a little bit different, hopefully. But
maybe they could, if Murray Gold does decide to go, Disney have got a few composers they could offer.
Yeah. Maybe he's just here.
Had Sony.
Maybe he's just here
Yeah,
for the 60.
I'm just looking forward to him doing his character pieces because we didn't get much from I can't pronounce his name. It sounds so offensive.
Segun Akinola.
Yeah, thank you. Him.
Yeah, we didn't get much, did we?
Well, we got
it just didn't feel right.
Well, we got the Cyberman theme with the.
Yeah, we got that, but I mean, I'm going to sound incredibly rude when I'm saying this, but the proper character pieces that Murray Gold just did.
Yeah, like before, each character would have a theme. Like Clara would have a theme, Bill would have a theme, Rose would have a theme, Donna would have a theme, Martha would have a theme. So we didn't really get that, did we? With Segan Akiola's music, we got a 13th Doctor theme. We didn't get a Yaz theme. We didn't get a Graham theme.
If we did, I didn't notice.
yeah, if we did, we
They
would
did
know.
sort of return to basics with the.
Yeah.
They sort of did return to basics with the main theme.
Yeah, I think they wanted to, when they were saying we want to go in a different direction, I guess they meant everything. They didn't
Yeah.
just mean the
Yeah.
Doctor, they meant the music, they meant who's writing it. I guess that's what they wanted to do, but the music you like have it maybe have a different person, but at least give it a character a theme.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, because I think with any composer, make a
To be
theme.
honest, the only prominent bit of it says something when the most prominent bit of music in the throughout Akinola's time on the show was this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I could really get into that.
Yeah, I've got to say, that was one of the best.
It was, to be
Like some sidemen just looking at each
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rasputin, yeah.
other
apparently he
like,
wasn't
what
supposed
is
to be
going on
dancing.
here?
He
Yeah,
wasn't supposed to be dancing, so
Although something was shared on the group chat we're all in with Dalek Sax singing his rendition of it.
yeah. But that was funny. With yeah, I guess say Paradox are probably the best episode.
definitely the best episode.
Yeah, they needed to make it the best episode. And
Sasha Dewan was just having so much fun dancing around.
he was.
Yeah, I want to know what he was actually supposed to do, because if he wasn't supposed to be dancing, what was he supposed to be doing?
Yeah,
Maniacal mugging.
it'd be interesting to know, was that part of the script or did he just want to do it?
Apparently, it wasn't part of the script I read, but that just seems a bit weird. So I'm just going to move this slide.
Yeah.
It just seems a bit weird to me. So yeah, I don't know what to believe.
I wonder what. It was weird that Cybermen and Daleks are both in the same room, vibing to that tune when they both hate each other.
I always thought Daleks would be more of the pa German nationalist music types.
Yeah. But it's good. It is good that they've done that, and we had a regeneration at the end of it. Seems we're getting a few recently.
Yeah.
But with it, like you just play it over and over again, like the trailer, like this dance, and
yeah. And there's also in the trailer, the 60th trailer, we also had stuff like a massive toy maker with puppet strings and also a corridor collapsing with playing cards on the walls.
yeah.
Oh, sorry about my dog there. She just wants to come on the bed. No, when we saw that puppet string scene, it actually reminded me of Scarecrow in the Arkham games. Because yeah, that was terrifying.
Yeah. I wonder why the toy maker.
I'll just let her up and I'll just.
Yeah. I do wonder why he's so big. Like the toy maker's massive for some reason.
Maybe it's a mind screw with the Doctor, one of his mind games.
Yeah, sorry, the princess is in the thing. I
Hello,
think
Doggo.
we were in his world, so like we're in his domain at that point.
Yeah, maybe they're in the toy maker's mind.
And there was also the wooden door behind Kate Stewart when she's shouting "Open fire."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, are you
That could be. Those would probably be portals to his realm.
Yeah.
And if you look closely at them, based on the pictures that have been published, there's the carved face of a clown on them.
Yeah, I think that clown was the picture that they sent out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about my dog being here.
Yeah,
It's all right. We have two ourselves.
Oh, we got another one, but this one's mine.
Yeah. K9.
Yeah. You just want to join in, don't you, Plenty?
Yeah.
Hang on, let's see. Oh, here he is. We might as well have K9 here as well.
Yeah.
Affirmative, Master. No, I am not going to cameo on Bluey anytime soon.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what happens when you've got a 1-year-old niece.
I've got a Christmas decoration of K9. And a plushie.
Oh, there he is now, balancing on top of Dalek Sec.
No, lie down. Lie down. Lie down.
And
Yeah.
also
Joined in now, there you go.
and also Bessie.
When I got signed by John Leeson.
Wow.
Played K9.
That's cool.
But yeah, with if we spot in the trailer, I think it might have been the latest trailer, and the Doctor who announced it. They shared a photo. It's the alleyway where the TARDIS is, and we can see on the wall really closely that it says Hendrix, where Rose used to work, and it also has Scotland, where the 12th Doctor went once by accident. So they got them on the wall for some reason.
I mean, have you noticed that Kate's wearing this armband as well?
Yeah, we've noticed it.
Yeah, and Bonnie Langford was wearing it in her promotional picture that went out, and it's got me thinking: is she in the 60th as well as the new series?
Could be.
It would make
It just
sense.
seems like a bit of coincidence.
It would make sense because if we remember in the Power of the Doctor, Mel was there, and Kate Stewart said in the group at the end that I would have liked to recruit you all for some work. So I imagine Mel took that offer, and
yeah,
it would make sense for her to be in the 60th, and then it obviously progress to the new series because it'd be a bit weird Mel just coming out of the blue.
Kate Lethbridge Stewart, Universe's Nick Fury.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
She's catching up with her dad as well. She's met 5 doctors, so
yeah.
Yeah, Kate Stewart has met the 10th Doctor, the 11th Doctor, the 12th Doctor, the 13th Doctor, the 14th Doctor, and soon to be the 15th Doctor.
Plus the War Doctor.
Yeah, and the War Doctor. Yeah, I forgot about that one. So loads. And by now, I did think Kate Stewart would be killed. I thought she was gonna die in the Power of the Doctor after the unit blow up, but that was interesting.
She's protected by a contract.
Yeah. I think she needs checking though because the phone's going
Did you get that? Did you get that signed by Gemma Redgrave?
No, I didn't personally. I got it. I found it in the shop. I just bought it, and it is actually signed for.
Oh, it's just text. I've lost my train of thought now.
It says "Best wishes, Gemma Redgrave."
Gemma Redgrave's father, Corin, was a socialist as well.
Yeah. I didn't think Gemma Redgrave would be in the 60th as well. I thought she was just going to be in the new series with Shooty. I was a bit surprised to see her in the trailer.
Yeah, I mean, I know what I was saying. Sorry, my brain went. That in the Power of Dark, she was getting converted, wasn't she? And she seemed to have. I don't know if she's lost some memories or if it's just Chibnall forgetting certain plot points. But when the Doctor says about her going in the TARDIS, she is sort of like shocked that me, you want me in the TARDIS, and it's like you've been in the TARDIS before, so it's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah. Kate Stewart got asked, didn't she, to get the TARDIS? That was different. I wonder if Tegan and Ace might be part of unit as well.
Probably. Yeah. Get them all together for the spin-off.
Because there's going to be a spin-off, we all know it.
I
I think
reckon.
they'll probably also bring Yasmin Finney's Rose along as well.
Yeah, I reckon.
Especially if Donna gets her memories back and then she'll go, "Hey Martha, can you get her in?"
Yeah, I imagine Martha
Yeah.
will be part of Unit as well.
Especially since Freema Agyeman voices the character in some Unit audio dramas
Yeah.
and Torchwood ones as well.
Yeah, I imagine there will be no Unit spin-off until after, I reckon, Shooty's first series. Because they've just announced Unleashed. That would be just after Doctor Who episode, but Unit will probably, it will make sense, have the first series and then maybe in 2024 announce it for 2025 for series 15.
And I've read something about Russell staying for 4 seasons as well, which I hope that is true.
Maybe he's going to do a Kevin Feige role or something.
Maybe. It'd be interesting to see if Shooty does more than 3 seasons.
I think he's filmed 2 already, so yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so I think he's already started the recording for series 15. Which is crazy, really, when we haven't seen.
They are on fire.
Yeah, I mean, Russell's got a big long-term plan. It looks like.
Get a
Yeah.
few, maybe get a few guest stars as well, big name ones.
Yes,
Yeah. Like for instance, if the episode Dalek had been made today, I could have definitely seen Bob Odenkirk playing Henry Van Staten.
The other day, Kylie Minogue said she was talking about Doctor Who and the Voyage of the Damned, the episode that she was in, and she was saying how much that she would love to come back as and play Astrid Perth, and how much she would love that, and that'd be really interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing Kylie Minogue back as another cameo, like for a guest star.
If she survived the fall.
Yeah, because I guess we don't know. It's like Harriet Jones. We don't know if she's alive or did she get exterminated. So
I think she's dead.
Yeah.
Russell T is messing with our minds.
Yeah.
Just like the toy maker.
One and the same.
Yeah.
Only this toy maker is tall, Welsh, and used to write for Chucklevision.
Do we think of course we all got added to the Subwave network? Do we think that's just for us fans, or do we think the Subway network will have some involvement in the 60th?
I think it could have some involvement, but I think it's just the BBC being promotional.
Yeah, it's probably a promotional thing, like, look, this is from this era, which these 2 characters are from, sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm 50-50 really. I wouldn't mind seeing the Subway network. It's a nice thing to have. But yeah, it's nice to have we all get a message from Doctor Who though.
Yes, yeah.
Well, technically, you have 2 doctors in your chat. This is an unofficial crossover, an unofficial multi-doctor episode.
Yeah, with the 14th Doctor and the 7th Doctor.
And you as the companion.
Yeah, companion. Yeah, I will be called companion. Yeah. But yeah, do we think Ruby Sunday will be her first episode will be the Christmas special, or do we think that she will have some involvement in the specials?
I think she'll have some. I think the Christmas one will be her first one.
Okay.
Because I think, based on set rumors, she might be a companion who lives in the future.
Okay.
Not heard that.
Yeah, I'd actually like that to happen if it did.
Yeah, because in New Who it's all from the 21st century, and in Classic Who they're from here, there, and everywhere. So yeah.
Because I remember someone saying maybe she's from the 2040s based on
Yes,
her filming.
that I'll tell you why this makes sense, because last year there was a load of filming, but there is going to be there's an episode. I think it was with the I forgot his name now. It's the one of the guest stars that got announced.
Jonathan Groff,
No, not him. The other one.
Jinx Monsoon,
No, not that one. The other one.
Honorin Bernard.
Yeah, that one.
We got there.
Yeah, we got there. We got there. Well, in his episode, there's an episode with these slug creatures that are sucking humans. And I saw that they had that it was set in like 40 or something, or it might have been even later. So maybe Ruby is from the future. And maybe she's part of UNIT as well, because I think she speaks to Kate in one of the episodes, which she weren't there, but maybe she's part of UNIT as well. Maybe everyone's part of UNIT.
And maybe this political party Albion, maybe the Tories, Keir Starmer, and then future Tories buggered up the country and allowed for Albion to seize power.
Yeah, that just gives me Harold Saxon vibes.
Roger A. P. William able to do what Nigel Farage couldn't.
Yeah.
How terrifying.
Do we have any rumours? Because we've seen Jinx Monsoon's character of wearing piano clothes. Do we have any rumours who we think it might be?
Maybe it's the Rani or something.
I think they can't use the Varney because of the legal trouble they have with the Dalek situation. They've got that with the Varney character. That's why we've not seen her.
Or given her appearance, maybe she's Bette Midler's character from Hocus Pocus in Music Get Up.
Not seen that.
Maybe she's just a piano. I don't know. Maybe she just plays piano. Or no, I can't see. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's the Master or Missy. I wouldn't say that.
No.
Because I don't think
No.
even if they was used Master or Missy in the Shooters era, I don't think they would be used to at least the second or third season in. But I don't want to see it in. I want to see something different. I don't want to see another Time Lord. Maybe a new Time Lord that we haven't seen before.
Maybe Omega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Omega will be different.
And because in a series I used to watch, What If Doctor Who Was an Axe, Patrick Stewart played the character.
Okay.
Maybe given that he's part of Sony and Disney's bankroll, maybe Giancarlo Esposito could play the role of Omega. Maybe Paul Bettany, for that matter.
Yeah. That would be interesting.
It would be interesting to bring him back because DW 2012 actually did bring him back. So it is interesting.
Maybe Omega takes on a human form this time. I mean, he can change his appearance at will. He's not stuck in his previous incarnation's clothes like other Time Lords.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there is a Dalek episode. There's going to be a Dalek episode. I think they got a whole new design in a new series, so I'd
Just
like them
hope
to do it differently.
Just hope the colour scheme's not as garish as the Paradigm Daleks.
But it's old Daleks.
Yeah, the Paradigm Daleks were different. Then
But yeah.
I think they didn't use them after that.
I think
didn't
they only
they-
used them in the Dark Opens and the Big Bang, and they used them in the one I don't watch very often. What's it?
Asylum of the Daleks.
That's it. Yeah, that one I don't watch very often.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit of a different one. But yeah, I think because we know Mel's in it, I imagine that won't happen till near the end probably of the season, and then she'll be more involved in the second series.
Yeah.
He's hoping.
Yeah. But yeah, Kate Stewart's obviously got some involvement in Unit. It's going to be interesting to how she interacts with the 14th Doctor to the 15th Doctor. Because
Don't worry, I'm not racist. Not like my father used to be.
yeah.
It was the 70s. Casual racism was around.
It's true.
Yeah, I think the new series is going to release in spring, probably around April time, next year. So, is that an ideal release for you?
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have plenty of things to do to do in that time.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of recording to do in that time.
Yeah. And I prefer it. When we had Flux, I didn't like, unless it's the anniversary of Doctor Who, which like we like now, but I don't like it when they have it in a series in December, or something. I just think Doctor Who should be in like summertime or the spring.
Yeah, it feels a bit wrong having it later in the year.
Yeah.
Or when the series is split into two, Moffat.
Yeah, I really didn't like that.
Yeah, like when people would say to me, "Did you enjoy Part A and then Part B?" and I think, "What are you talking about, Part A and Part B?" Yeah, maybe they've done that because people either mourn over Amy and Rory. Maybe that's why he done that. But that's a Christmas special in the middle of that series, so it didn't make sense. Yeah, but
Also, also Series 14's plot point of Albion kind of reminds me of RTD's Years and Years. With only difference is it's a Welshman with bad hair instead of Emma Thompson doing a Casey Hopkins impression.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting what Albion is. There's a party, but in the future.
Probably a fascist one that takes over, fills the gap when the Conservatives collapse, and Labour proves to be ineffectual and diet Tory.
Yeah, because Rossi T. Davies is really involved with the politics. Like you see sometimes on his Instagram, he'll post maybe something about politics or something. So he's involved in it. So I'm glad that we actually have an episode about it at last. Yeah. Last thing, guys. Last couple of things before we go. Not yet, Jack. That'll be the last thing. Where we get to show off our sonic screwdrivers if we have any. Last question is which will get used in a video, which I'm asking every group episode. It's a bit different to when you both last appeared on the Doctor Who series, Doctor Who and Autism series, where I asked you if you have a quote that you like. I'm not going to ask you that again because it'll be I might know the answer or it's a bit boring. Well, it's not boring, but asking something more funner. The question is, which I'll go in reverse order. So I'll ask Chloe first, and then I'll go to Jack. What is one thing in the 60th anniversary specials that you would like to see, or maybe someone that you would like to see, or something happened that you would like?
Oh God. I'd like to see a lot more like of the classic companions back. That'd be nice. But other than that, from that trailer, I think I'm getting what I want.
Yeah.
Because the toy maker's been confirmed now, because obviously before it was a bit of a isn't he? But so yeah, I'm happy about that it's actually him. But yeah, a lot more Ace would be great because she's my favorite companion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Seventh Doctor, of course, to return
yeah,
again.
of course.
Yeah. Maybe he did have quite a lot of them. I think the Eighth Doctor and the Seventh Doctor did get quite a lot of screen time in The Power of the Doctor. So I personally think get all the doctors back as you can, because when it comes to the semi, some of these doctors may not still be here. So yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Flo. Jack, what about you? What would you like?
Well, the internet not to go completely apeshit with rage over it.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
No review bombing on IMDb.
Yeah.
I've got my own page. That's obviously a joke. I'm not gonna,
Yeah. That would be nice. I know, we know what it's like. People will like it, people will hate it. There's always someone who moans. But I think if we get something that we want, like the 60th, we're getting David Tennant back, who we never thought in a million years that you would see him back as the Doctor, maybe as a cameo, but actually as the Doctor again, which is going to be really cool. So guys, last thing, because we spoke about a lot, like Jack probably knows what I'm going to say. We can sonic off screwdrivers. You can say a quote that you like if you want, but if you don't, just wave it around and sonic it. Yeah.
I did this at the start when I wanted to turn on the audio.
There you go.
And this one I've had since it also doubles as a pen.
Yeah.
Pen part doesn't work now, but had it since 2006, and
I've got a similar one which I've had since 2005. So
still works.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a Soviet hairdryer.
Yeah, it still works. I've
my
had
collection of them's over there though.
Mine's all in a box.
But this is
I only
literally my
have
favorite
two.
one.
I only have two.
You only have two. Yeah. Do we think? Okay, one last question before we go. Do we think that the 15th Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor, will get a different sonic screwdriver than the 14th Doctor's one?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it has actually been confirmed that he's going to get a new one.
Because this one's a combination of 10, 9/10, 12, and 11s.
Or
Yeah, there's a bit of 4.
no, the War Doctor.
Oh yeah, War.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, the red setting.
There's a bit of the 3rd Doctor as well, and the 4th Doctor.
The fifth, 6th, and 7th Doctors did not use sonic screwdrivers.
No.
The 5th one did.
Yeah, I think
It got well killed by I think it was a pterodactyl. And it said tetrap. That's Sylvester. I thought I got Sylvester on the brain.
yeah, definitely. Well, thanks guys for waving your Sonics around.
You're welcome.
That is a good way to finish. Especially as it's an anniversary of Doctor Who. But yeah, guys, there'll be different kind of videos that for the 60th, as it gets even closer for you to get involved in. Like there's going to be a 500 miles video I'm going to do. There's going to be other little ones as well, which you can get involved in if you want to. But more information on that will come nearer to the time. But yeah, thanks to Jack and Chlo, and to Aston as well. Unfortunately, internet troubles and I think life of the internet on that end got exterminated. So thanks to Aston for joining for the limited time we had him at the beginning. But thanks to Jack and Chlo for coming on today. And yeah, thanks anyone for listening and watching as well. We hope you enjoyed Doctor Who and Autumn celebrations today's episode. And yeah, happy birthday, Doctor Who.
Hope it has many more.